I am being told that we are ready for the run. Here is Crypt of the NecroDancer amplified by Squega. Take it away.
Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Squega, and I'd like to introduce my couch behind me.
I'm Mumu, I'm here for moral support.
And I'm Ron Klee again.
Cool. And I'm here to run a very interesting category because it's such a long name. It's Crypt of the NecroDancer amplified Nocturna Unseeded all zones. That rolls right off the tongue. And before we get started, where is our Bid War donation incentive right now?
It is at Family Jewels.
All right, excellent choice.
All right.
We're going to change that soundtrack right now for Nocturna. Nocturna is good old Family Jewels.
Give me some metal.
Can't go wrong with that. So, yeah, this is a very interesting run. I'm not going to be able to explain too much while I'm running. That'll be the couch will be doing that a lot because this is a very, once I get into the game, I'm going to have to focus. But I do want to mention that the couple of mechanics for Nocturna, one of the things that she has as her gimmick, her unique gimmick, is the fact that she can turn into a bat. On the top right, you see Spell. She can turn into a bat and back into human form. She's a vampire. In bat form, she does extra damage, and she can fly. And more importantly, she has 2 eye beats. So for 2 beats, she does not take damage. And when switching between bat and human form, we will abuse those a lot in order to tank a lot of damage and prevent, be able to, fast strat a few bosses and everything. So with that, I think we should be good to count down. So okay, on the count of 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, so if you're not familiar with Crypt of the NecroDancer, this is a rhythm-based roguelike. You have to move to the beat, and the enemies also move to the beat. So one of the things you'll notice is that we've already got a bit of what's called Zone 5 bleeding into this zone, and that means you're going to have that electric wire where you can do extra damage to enemies that are standing next to each other. You can get that potion. Yes, you are. He also found a really good item on Nocturna, which is the Blast Helm. And the reason why it's so good on Nocturna is because the end game requires a ton of bombs, 14 to be exact. That gives you 3 bombs and allows you to blow them up immediately. You see he's turning into bat form so he can do things such as open crates, stuff like that. And he's going to probably be doing things like searching for shops. This is the blood shop here. That's pretty good.
Nice. Very good.
So he picks up a blood axe here. Axes are one of the better items in the game because you can move and attack with them at the same time. The blood variant allows you to heal after every 10 kills. I'm just going to take a trapdoor here because we've got to go fast. So when you take a trapdoor, you get these trapdoor rooms where you have to kill the mini-boss that you didn't fight. But as you can see, no problem there. That's such a bad...
That's not bad.
Shot.
Not too
the
bad.
shield's good. The shield's good. So that shield will allow him to not take damage for, I think it's 8 beats, if memory serves.
Yeah, I think like 7 or 8 beats.
These orcs are very annoying.
Hurry for the mini-boss to show up here.
Yep. And that's one example of abusing the eye beats.
Interestingly, being a bat also aggroes a lot of enemies because it gives you, it aggroes specifically the whites, which are the ghost-like enemies.
Yeah, when you're in bat form, not only do you get all those extra abilities that Squega was talking about, but you also get to see where the enemies are. You get sonar vision since you're a bat. And that was Coral Rift, the first boss in this run. The bosses are shuffled in a random order.
I love the kills with Nocturna because compared to the cadence kills, Nocturna, you kind of you know that the runner is thinking like Nocturna because they're using Nocturna's bat skill, which allows them to float over hazards or deal just a ton of damage using the iframes.
Oh, Ring of Darkness.
I'm going to see if I can hold on to this Earthquake Scroll to the end to try to see if I can use a nice quick strat on one of the final bosses.
Yes, that's a very powerful. I didn't even know about this effect of the scroll until today, so hopefully we get to see that. Looking for more bombs there. There's one. Still a bit short of that 14 mark, but we got a lot of time.
Ooh, nice.
Yes.
Zone 2 tends to have a very if you see walls, try digging through one of them, and that's the direction of the exit. You might also find some bombs in that process.
So this particular torch will help him see traps, but not all that important. Just more for the vision so you don't get surprised by enemies on the other side of the wall.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
yes.
All right, this is a run.
So that ring he just picked up, it knocks enemies back whenever you hit them. So,
Also,
That's
this
what
plus
he's
1
doing
damage,
with
which is really, really good right now.
yeah,
Nice.
plus 1 damage, kind of a big deal, too. Nice. He's a strong mole.
Very strong. Apparently.
Yes.
You're not
He
gonna let
also
him sing, are
raps,
you?
but you won't hear it today. Sorry, guys.
Holy moly, under
Nope. Yeah, the problem with the rat charm, it's a very good charm, but one of the final bosses, if it touches its shield, you take damage. So I want to avoid that kind of scenario right now.
So we get the ever-present ice physics in this game. Everyone loves ice physics. Gonna pick up some armor here.
Zone 3 terrifies me. Unlike a bunch of the other zones, it's very open, so the enemies that spawn, they can literally all aggro on you and surround you. And it's Nocturna, so Nocturna also gets more enemies to boot from Zone 5 bleed.
Also, probably something we should mention and hope we don't see is that when Nocturna takes fatal damage, she doesn't immediately die. She gets kind of like this last desperation gasp where she turns into a bat on half a heart. And if you can survive that, you can continue the run. Other characters normally will just die right away.
The kind of scary and unfortunate thing about becoming a bat is that because she's flying, that wire doesn't work for her. So she can't do all the AoE if she gets surrounded.
This is Deep Blues. This is the chess set of the game. And you can see we're going to have a nice opener. What's that opening? Wait, they moved 2 pieces. That's not legal. What kind of chess game is this?
As Deep Blues starts at 3 health and then scales up to 5, he's currently at 5. I don't have enough damage to kill him, so I have to clear the whole chess set and then fight the king himself. So, oh, nice.
Man, someone get Bobby Fischer on the phone. That was the brutal chess.
So that's a familiar, and it's specifically the gold familiar, which means that anytime gold side familiar like moves over money, we'll pick it up. But that if it's I believe it's like over 25 gold.
Yep.
Yep. It's going to provide a half heart heal.
Yeah, anything that looks like a pile of gold will provide that heal, which is nice. He's got a pretty safe build going on right now with the 3. Even though he's only got 3 hearts, he's got that potion, some good armor. That particular armor, he only can take at maximum 1 heart of damage from anything. So essentially, he's 6 hits before he even goes into bat for it, which is nice.
By the way, this is Zone 4. There are lots of walled-off areas, and usually, like, knocking down walls means you're going to have a ton more enemies around you. All the enemies are really tricky and tough to deal with. They usually require some forward thinking, which, when you're surrounded by this many enemies, it's a lot to take in at once.
Yeah. And what's worse, a lot of enemies like to open walls for you, like the armadillo we saw. So this is King Konga.
I lied. We're going to use it here.
Use it there. Quick fight, though.
That was King Kong.
Very nice, yes. Very hard. I'm going to skip this boss, though.
Yep. So we're up to 10 bombs, which is pretty good. That means he can get most of the batteries down on the final fight. But yeah, Zone 5 is kind of like... Zone 4 is the hardest zone. Zone 5 is kind of like a victory lap, where you're just preparing for the final boss. And Nocturna, like Cadence, has 2 bosses to contend with in Zone 5. The first of which is named, very nice pun here, Frankenstein Way.
Best boss.
Yes. He's basically this big piano guy who, he has a big health pool, and once you take down his health pool, he'll shield himself, and you have to take down these batteries to unshield him. That's what the bombs are for on that fight. You can take those down easily with bombs as opposed to stepping on traps. So we'll see that real quick.
It was very cleverly designed to sort of mitigate you just being able to destroy him very quickly by having these multiple health bars. So you do have to, the boss does survive for a little while.
Oh, this is scary with this dragon.
Yeah, I love this strat. It's hard to get, though. But you can actually do a lot of damage with the dragon on Frankenstein without the shield.
I believe the dragon does 6 damage to Frankenstein Wave with the laser. And this final fight is the conductor. It is a 2-phase fight. The first thing he's got to do is take out the instruments by walking on the wire and killing instruments while he's electrified. And then the second phase, he's just got to kill all of the remaining batteries on the field. And normally you do that by killing enemies while standing on the wire, but with the bombs, that's a much easier way to kill them.
Every time he takes down one of these instruments, providing the shield, a mini-boss spawns.
Ooh, that was scary. Still have a potion, so he's not going to die just yet. Nice.
Water globe should spawn soon. Squega's on the wire when the water globe touches, then it just immediately destroys it.
Yeah, because you can't. Oh.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah, you can't mix water and electricity. It just doesn't work. There it goes.
There we go.
And time's coming when he hits the stairs.
On the stairs. Time.
TG.
So yeah, that was Nocturna in a nutshell. As you can see, a very bomb-heavy character, but pretty safe overall to actually run in a marathon. And I really enjoy running this character, and I do recommend if you want to get into this game, there are a lot of resources. Of course, my first shout-out is the Condor League community. Condor is a pun. It's Crypt of the NecroDancer online racing, and you can find them at condor.host. That's the URL, condor.host. They hold semi-weekly events. They do Condor for new racers. It's a very big community, very welcoming community. We've been around for a long time. Definitely recommend you check them out. There's also Spooty Biscuit. I'm sure some of you have heard of him with his insane Coda runs, which I obviously can't. I can't do Coda very well. I've unlocked Coda, and I played it. And I've dabbled in it in playing Coda, but yeah, it's kind of tough. But he runs a tournament called Crow, mini tournament. So for roughly, it's 3 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Friday.
Yeah, he does a like an evening cast, and it's for a couple hours, and it's typically the main character, which is Cadence, and then a rotation of one of the other 13 characters. So we have a total of 14 characters, as you can see here, and we play them all the time. All of them have their own gimmicks. I definitely recommend you check all this out. And I'm Squega on all social media. I definitely recommend you check me out if you want to see somebody try. I do my best. I do my best. So thank you for having me. I'll be up in just a couple minutes, too.
Thank you so much, Squega, for that run. I'm going to read out a few donations. I have $10 from Mumu Akai that says, "Good luck on your run, Squega. Shoutouts to the Hair Club. Speedfrog says hi. So does Wallpig, but I told him not to disturb your run." I have another $10 from A Silent Harmony that says, "Hello from the Stage Tech table. This is my first marathon and I am having a blast. Shoutouts to all the runners, volunteers, donators, and of course, our gracious host, Direct Relief." Thank you for that donation.